Our real estate YouTube channels have generated millions in GCI using this exact YouTube blueprint. So I want to share the exact blueprint with you so you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a YouTube course specifically geared for real estate agents that probably doesn't work. So make sure to stay to the end because you don't want to miss a thing, but also I have a special bonus for you. All right, so let's build a case. Why be on YouTube altogether? Well, for one, there's a ton of eyeballs here on YouTube. There's over 2 billion active users on YouTube alone. On top of that, it's a one and done model. As soon as you get through with the video and you publish it on YouTube, it's there to stay. And from that moment forward, it's actually generating views. So that means that you as a real estate agent can focus on making another video or focus on servicing the clients that you have or going on vacation or doing whatever it is that you as a real estate agent want to do while your YouTube videos continue to prospect for you. So you're passively prospecting with your YouTube videos 24/7. It doesn't matter what time of day, it doesn't matter if it's snowing or raining, doesn't matter if you want to work or don't want to work, your YouTube videos are doing the heavy lifting. And here's the magic word, it's free. You do not have to pay to publish your videos. Now that's the broad case on why to use YouTube altogether, but why should you as a real estate agent be using YouTube? Let's get a little bit more specific. Right now there's such little competition. It's so easy to rank. It's so easy to be found regardless of where you are in the country, in the state, in the city, in the region, in the whatever, you're able to get in front of people that are looking to buy and are looking to sell. There's such little competition right now. So you as a real estate agent should be seeing this as the gold rush. You should be seeing YouTube as an opportunity to put as many videos onto the platform as possible so they can start generating views and you can start generating leads. Because the longer that you wait, the harder it's going to be for you to break through. Right now, real estate lead generation on YouTube is pretty simple and we've proven that time and time again. As an example, a recent YouTube channel that we launched is consistently generating us real estate leads daily. And it didn't take us years and hundreds of videos to accomplish that. But beyond that, you as a real estate agent need to be making videos altogether. You need to be making videos for your social media platforms anyway. So why not place the videos that you're creating social media channels over here on YouTube and allow the SEO to take over? Now, another myth is that you need thousands upon thousands of subscribers to experience this level of success. That is not true. That channel that you just saw was receiving real estate leads well before it even had 100 subscribers. Now, with that being said, I want to set the appropriate expectation. One of the reasons that we had some tremendous success early on is because we knew the videos that were actually going to generate us real estate leads. And that's exactly what we're going to be covering in this video. So I just want to make sure that simply you putting videos out there into YouTube world is not going to be enough. You need to have a strategy behind that. And that's where this video comes into play. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert, this video has something for you as a real estate agent. But where are my manners? Allow me to welcome you to my YouTube channel. My name is Jaime Resendiz, and I help real estate professionals exponentially grow their business through actionable content. And I'm on a mission to help reduce the over 80% failure rate for real estate agents. So if you can hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell, that's going to really help us out. All right, so let's establish something right out of the gate. The goal here and moving forward is going to be getting you some real estate leads, whether you're looking for buyers or sellers. That's the goal. We want to create a sustainable real estate YouTube channel that brings us clients. This is not a hobby. This is a business, or at least that's how I'm going to treat it in this video. If you want to use YouTube as a hobby because you find it therapeutic and relaxing to make videos, awesome, that's you. However, what we're talking about here is actual success. Let me rephrase that. Financial success. We want people to reach out to us. Okay, so now that we have the abstract and theory out of the way, let's get into something more practical. Let's actually start doing some work. For your first exercise, you're going to want to get a pen or have a place that you write some notes in, because you need to define one thing. Who is your audience? Who are you actually speaking to? Will you be speaking to buyers or will you be speaking to sellers? Which avatar are you going to go after? Now, if you're going to speak to buyers in your YouTube content, does that mean you're going to be going after investors, or are you going to be going after that move-up buyer, or are you going to speak to the first-time home buyer? Who are you speaking to? Again, now is the time to define that. So if you need to pause this video while you go get a spiral and a pen to write this down, please do so. Because the clearer that you are with your audience right now, the faster that this is gonna go. Not only from content creation, because you're gonna be able to select the topics very, very quickly because you know what they generally ask, but it's also gonna help you get more videos out there quicker. And of course, the quicker that somebody is going to reach out to you, aka become a client for you. Now, once you have your audience defined, let me address an elephant that's about to enter the room. And that is, how do I record a video? For our purposes right now, later on in this video, it's going to be a little bit more complex, but for our purposes right now, just know that all you need is your cell phone. And it could not be easier. You've probably been doing this for years already. You're going to take your cell phone, you're going to open up that camera app, you're going to look straight into that camera and you're going to record. So make sure that it's horizontal, not vertical, horizontal, and you're going to be speaking into the phone. You do this anyway. Right now, at least for the purposes of this timestamp, don't worry about the camera, don't worry about the lighting, don't worry about the audio. We're going to take that a little bit further down the video. Right now, keep it simple. You want to speak with that home buyer that's going to buy their first house, and you're going to share basic information on what that process looks like. That's that first video that you want to make. So don't complicate it. You're going to just record it on your phone. Again, I wanted to address the elephant in the room because I knew that question was about to come. So let's get technical for a second, just in case you don't have a YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and create one. You're going to go to youtube.com and you're going to sign in. Now, once you log in, you can use the channel that you already have, or you can create another one. So you're going to go to the top right-hand side and you're going to hit switch account. Now, when it comes to creating your channel name, know that you can change it down the road. Whatever you select now is not the long-term lifespan of that channel name. You can change it later. Now, by the time you're watching this video, chances are the interface has changed just slightly. So just let me know in the comment section down below if you don't see the options that I'm highlighting, and I'll help you through it. Now, just some minor basics about YouTube security. Whenever you log into your YouTube channel or you're creating your YouTube channel, it's going to ask for login verification. So they'll either email you, text you, or give you a notification via the YouTube app. They're going to verify that it's you logging in or creating a YouTube channel. Now, since I already have a lot of YouTube channels, I'm not going to go through and create another one because it's not going to be that illustrative for education purposes anyway, because everything is going to be blank. So I'll use that same channel that I referenced earlier that's bringing in all of these leads. At the top, you have what's called the YouTube banner. With your banner, you want to make it very clear what your YouTube channel is about. Don't overload it with information, just provide a clear understanding of what a viewer can expect. And on the bottom right-hand side of that YouTube banner, you have hyperlinks, up to 5 of them. So when viewers hover over that hyperlink, they're able to click on it and go to the page that you're directing them to. Now, this is going to be your home tab where you can display your shorts if you like, and if you're uploading shorts, and all of your videos and live streams. But here, this is your video catalog in the videos tab, which is going to have all of the videos that you've published before. The shorts, this is where you can find all of the shorts that you've published before. And then playlists, this is where you can organize all of the videos that you publish on your channel. In the community tab, this is where you speak to your viewers. You can share images, videos coming up, ask poll questions, share what's going on about the channel. This is how you can communicate directly with your audience without having to publish a video. And then channels, this is where you can feature any channels that you like. You don't have to do that. And then in the about, you can share more about what the channel is about and provide your contact information. Now, that's the overview of your YouTube channel. Those are all of the elements of what the public is going to see. So same way that you see all of the things here on this YouTube channel, you're able to see the videos tab, you're able to see the YouTube banner, you're able to see other elements like the community page, everything included. But now let's take a peek under the hood, see what it actually looks like from the creator standpoint. So once you're uploading videos, this is what you can expect. To get to your YouTube studio, you're going to go to the top right-hand side, and then you're going to go to YouTube Studio. So again, you're going to click on your avatar, and then you're going to go to YouTube Studio. And this is your overall dashboard. This is just a quick little glimpse of what's going on with your channel. It lets you know what your latest video is looking like. You'll periodically get some achievements of how many of certain milestones that you've hit, analytics, and all this fun stuff. So I'm not gonna spend too much time here because it's pretty self-explanatory, and also it changes quite frequently. So I'd much rather just show you how to navigate it all together. So here in the content, this is when you upload a video, you're gonna see all of your content here. It's gonna have various pieces of information that we'll explore here shortly. However, I wanna show you how to even upload a YouTube video. All you would have to do is go up here to go to create and then upload a video. It's that simple. So you click upload a video and then you drop your files and you're prompted on what to select and upload your video onto the channel. So this is what it looks like on the back end though. As you can see here, we have quite a few videos already scheduled, ready to go because of the way that we make our videos and batch produce them. Just very efficient at making our videos, to where at the time of this recording, it's late November and we're already scheduled all the way through January, 3 videos a week. So that's a little bit about that. But anyway, this is a content tab. You see the visibility, which ones are scheduled, which ones are published, which ones are unlisted, and which ones are private. So the difference between all of those is scheduled, they're scheduled to be released at a later date. Unlisted, they're on YouTube, except they're unlisted, and people can access that video if they have their, you know what? I'll save that explanation for the next part. I just want to show you a little bit of a synopsis here on the content. Playlist, so this is where you would go to create certain playlists and then change the description on all of them, or add a description in some cases. As you can see here, I don't have a description on them. Analytics, this is really where you need to live. You need to understand what's going on with your channel. You need to understand the amount of views that you're getting, the watch time that you're getting, subscribers, and have an understanding of what's going to drive those views, what's going to drive the engagement, and everything in between. But before you get just overloaded with information, what I want to show you more than anything is, let's see here if we can get to that real quick. Let's go over here to the content. And I want to show you something that I want you to pay very close attention on. Let's see, where are we? We're going to go on videos here. There we go. So the retention rates. So right here, when you go to your channel analytics and you go to content, you see the amount of views. That's cool and all, but what I want you to look at more importantly is your retention. So are you keeping people on your videos? So you see here, this was a very high performer for us in terms of, in the first 30 seconds, we had at least 70% of the audience still there. And that's where you want to shoot for. So you see here, these are below average intros. So you saw that we lost half of our audience within the first 30 seconds. That is dismal. That's awful. You don't want that. So you want to make your first 30 seconds as punchy as possible so as to keep people on your videos longer. Of course, we would love for everybody that clicked on our videos to stay there forever, but we understand that that's not a reality. So if you take nothing else from this analytics explainer here, is focus on your first 30 seconds and shoot for at least a 70% retention rate minimum, right? So you want people to stay on your video as long as possible, have an incredibly high retention rate. However, that's not always going to be the case, but it's something to shoot for. So make sure that you have that. You have these numbers and are analyzing your videos to make sure that that's what's going on. All right, so on the comment section, this I've already responded to all of mine right here, but you're going to get all of your comments right here. So you're going to just respond. The one tip that I would give you there is, of course, respond to all of your comments, but also respond with questions, create a dialogue, get more comments in your channel, especially starting out, because that's going to be very important. Subtitles. You can add subtitles. YouTube will actually already create subtitles for you, but if you want to clean them up, because YouTube is not as good at subtitles as you would think. They're really good, but they're not, perfect or flawless. So you will want to add subtitles if you want to go down that route. I personally don't do that because of the amount of volume that we have of YouTube videos, but you're more than welcome to. In the copyright, you're going to see either if somebody is using your content, you're going to get a notification from YouTube saying, hey, somebody is using your content. What do you want to do about it? So this is where you would go to do something about it. Monetization, this is where we're getting close on our monetization goals. So this channel, again, is a few months old, and we have about to be 2,500 public view hours here in the last subscribers. So again, we haven't even gotten the milestone of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within the hour. Those are the primary requirements to get monetized here on YouTube, which means that YouTube will start paying us based off of the content that we publish on this YouTube channel, except we need to hit certain milestones. Customization, this is where you're going to want to go for sure. So you're going to go to your basic information, and you're going to upload your information on here. So this is usually part of the YouTube studio that kind of slows down. I don't know why, but here on the basic information, you're updating, you can update your name. Remember, you can change your channel name. You don't have to stick to a certain channel. The handle was recently introduced by YouTube about several weeks ago, maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago. So you get your own little handle right here. So that's ours. The description of what your channel is about. We saw that earlier while we were navigating through our navigating through our YouTube channel. This is your URL link. And remember when I said at the YouTube banner, there's 5 hyperlinks at the bottom right-hand side. This is where you upload those hyperlinks. So you can add another link right here. You can name it and then attach the URL. So when somebody clicks on it, they're able to be redirected wherever you want them to go. All right. So again, this is, I don't know why, but this tab right here, the customization tab, typically is very, very slow, even when I'm not recording. So that's what ends up happening. But I mean, it just is what it is. So hopefully it doesn't freeze up on us. All right, so let's go to branding, because this is where you're gonna upload your channel banner. Let's give it a couple of seconds here. So let's go to branding. In the branding, this right here, that's your little avatar, your image. You may notice it on your YouTube channel is probably blank. It has probably the first letter of your name. So that's your default image. So this is where you would go to change that. Your banner, this is where you would go to change that. And remember, you want to keep it as simple as possible and be able to share and convey what's going on with the YouTube channel with your channel banner. And this is where you go to change that. Now, one pro tip here, don't try to do the YouTube banner yourself. I understand that you have access to Canva. It can do that for you, and that's great. However, even if you have a Canva account, which is free, and they have the template for YouTube, even if you get that right over on Canva, the dimensions are just so weird and just so wonky, as you see here, that you're better off paying somebody $5 to $10 on Fiverr to create this banner for you. It's something that I've tried to do it myself. I had some of our folks try to do it themselves as well, but it just becomes a losing proposition. So you don't want to do that. Just pay the $5 to $10, have somebody professionally create this YouTube banner for you. You give them the vision and they bring it to life. And then the watermark right here, I haven't uploaded one yet, but you can put your branding here. You can put subscribe button here. You can put whatever you want. And when people click on it, it is an invitation for them to subscribe. All right, so that is a bit about the customization. When somebody shows up to your YouTube channel, you can select what you want them to see. So as you saw in my explanation, let's see if it'll let us do it real quick. As you saw in my explanation on the YouTube channel, as I was helping you navigate through it, you saw that the shorts was at the top and then there was videos at the bottom. So what I've done now is I've put the videos at the top and I've put shorts at the bottom, and I can add additional sections. So I can add sections where I have the most popular videos showing up. I can have certain playlists showing up on the front of my channel. That's where I would go to do that. And you can also add a channel trailer. So when somebody finds your channel out in the wild and they want to understand a little bit more about you, you can do a channel trailer, almost like a little promo video that shows up to the new visitors every single time. And then also when people come back, you can have your best video moving forward because YouTube recognizes, hey, this person has been to this YouTube channel before and now they're back. So let's feature a video for them. And you can select that video that you want to feature there as well. And then in the audio section, this is where you can get free audio from YouTube. So there's a big thing in YouTube where if you're using other people's images, other people's video, other people's music, you can get copyright struck, or people are going to ask, hey, yeah, you can't use that. So if your audio is really one of the more frequent ones, so audio is very easy for YouTube to capture and really take down. So if you want some free music to use for your videos, you can use YouTube Library, and they have a very extensive library, so you can create your masterpieces from there. This is where you would go to download the music for your videos and you're not gonna get in trouble. All right, so let's go to settings real quick. All right, so once you create your YouTube channel, here's your settings. Whatever currency you're operating with, it's not gonna necessarily matter until you have more subscribers and are getting donations. From your channel, you're gonna want to put, this is your overall channel. So there are certain keywords that you're gonna wanna put in your real estate YouTube channel. So here are the ones that we use for our local YouTube channel here. So we're giving a description of what the channel is about. And this is what this channel is about. Dallas real estate, Fort Worth real estate, Dallas, Fort Worth Metroplex. These are the keywords that we use for our channel. Now in the advanced settings, there's certain things that you can go ahead and let YouTube know ahead of time. So whenever you upload a video, you're not asked the same question over and over again. As an example, you do have to say, hey, are you making content specifically for kids? Or are you making content that's not for kids? So here's where a lot of people get it wrong. When you say no, this channel is not made for kids, it doesn't mean that it's not kid friendly. It just means that you're not advertising to kids. This isn't a toy review channel, right? So make sure that you're putting no here, because if you put yes, there's some additional restrictions and a limited reach that you're gonna have in your YouTube videos. So make sure that if you're putting yes, that hey, this channel is made for kids, you're doing this wrong. It's because you're in real estate. So here, you're gonna put no, this is not made for kids. I never upload content that's made for kids. You're not saying, again, you're not saying that, hey, this isn't kid friendly. You're saying that I'm not making this specifically for kids and I'm not gonna advertise to them. All right, so there's some other automatic things that you can add here, but I'll let you explore those at your leisure. Feature eligibility. This is where you have to validate certain information. So you're going to be asked right off the bat, you're going to have this enabled whenever you create your YouTube channel, but the intermediate features, you do have to verify with your phone number. Advanced features, you also have to verify with contact information. So if you create a YouTube channel and immediately want to upload a video longer than 15 minutes, then you do have to come in here and verify. It's very simple to do. You are either going to verify through your phone or your login. So make sure that you do that, especially as you're starting your YouTube channel. Upload defaults, again, as mentioned, when you upload your videos, there's certain repetitive things that are going to be asked, such as what's going to be in the description. We already have a working template that whenever we upload a video, it's already preset, ready to go. And the only thing that is going to change is the specific description about the content that we're uploading for that particular video. Our automatic visibility is going to be unlisted. So we want all of our videos to go unlisted. We don't want to make the mistake of uploading it and it going public without us realizing. So we automatically put it to unlisted. So as a reminder here on the unlisted feature, when I click here, oops, we're not going to do that for sure. Public means whenever you upload and press publish, it's going to go public immediately. That means that everybody that's subscribed, or a good amount of people that are subscribed to you and YouTube at large, can find your video out in the public. Private means that only you can see that and people that you allow to see it. So you would have to submit their email. Only people that have logged in with their email are able to see that video. Unlisted is basically a URL that you can share with people and they can see that video without having to log in or anything like that. So unlisted is not public because it's not going to be out on your YouTube channel. You're not going to see it. However, people that have that unlisted link, they're able to see it without issue. And on the tags, so on the tags is, these aren't as important any longer, but it's still good practice to go ahead and include a few tags. Back in the day, you could put tags to help YouTube identify what this video is about. But just like anything with something good, you're going to find a lot of people trying to abuse that and a lot of exploits to where it just got too much. But at the end of the day, you can use tags or you cannot use tags. It's not going to affect you that much because YouTube is really good at this point understanding what's in the video itself. So it doesn't necessarily need some help in you identifying what's in that video. But you're free to use tags. We still use tags. You have up to 500 characters of tags to include. We typically stay within 300 to 400 characters in our videos. All right, so automatic chapters, those chapters that get created along the way of the video, just some natural breaking points, but you would want to put your own as well. And I'll let you check out the rest of these. Now with permissions, you can invite other people to work on your YouTube channel. So you would just hit invite and then put their email information and the role that you want them to to have on your YouTube channel. That way you can have other people helping you either manage the YouTube channel, helping you with uploads, helping you with comments, helping you along the way. So again, just be very, very mindful of who you allow to be part of your YouTube channel. The community, you can add moderators, you can add users, you can hide users. So we're not going to get too into the weeds here, but with the community, there's certain people that you can hide from the channel, meaning that whenever they comment, nobody outside of themselves can see that content. And moderators, when you're doing live streams and you're getting a ton of comments, you can have moderators that can boot people from the channel, that can ban people from the channel, and things of that nature. So people helping you in the community moderation. I don't do much here. I'm not going to take a survey on the demographics. I just think that that's identity politics, and I'm not okay with that. So agreements, we've already signed that. All right, gonna close that. So that is the settings. So those are the things that you're gonna look for when it comes to your YouTube studio. Now that was the behind the scenes of a YouTube channel. That YouTube studio is gonna look very similar to the one that you have. It doesn't have the exact same content, obviously, because this is my content. However, you're gonna operate in very similar fashion. What I really want you to focus on is getting your presets right from the get-go, because it's going to save you so much time. So you saw how to set up your YouTube description. So whenever you upload a video, that template's already there. You saw the tags, you saw the, hey, whenever I upload a video, I want it to be unlisted rather than public. It's going to save you a lot of opportunities for error, if that makes sense. So especially if you have somebody else helping you on your channel, whenever you're uploading your content, the last thing you want to do is make it go public when you wanted to schedule it next week. And then you have to scramble to keep up, right? So that's something that you want to absolutely be mindful of whenever you're creating your YouTube channel and getting those presets right. Now, something that's often overlooked is the disclaimer situation. So you as a real estate agent, you have certain requirements when it comes to your disclaimers. So as an example, here in Texas, we are obligated to share the IABS, the information about brokerage services, and the consumer notice. So we hyperlink that information in our YouTube description. So that's something I just want to make you aware of, especially if you're in Texas, because that's the one I'm mostly familiar with. But in other states, I'm sure you have some legal requirements to disclose certain information. So make sure that you're doing that, because this is another way to communicate with the public. So simply because your real estate commission is not looking at YouTube right now, because they're not, trust me, they're not, but that doesn't mean that that's not going to happen in the future. So make sure that you're doing that correctly. And as far as addressing one of the most common questions of how do I actually get views on my YouTube channel? Well, we need to understand how the algorithm is working. We need to understand the types of traffic that you can expect for your YouTube videos. So traffic number one is search traffic. Search traffic is somebody goes onto YouTube and types in how to buy a house in Dallas. That's search traffic. They're actively searching. So hopefully your video is at the very top, because the very first video gets a lot of the clicks. It gets the majority of the clicks. And then subsequently, you already know this. You know, you're familiar with Google search, you're familiar with other search features, and you yourself, you are probably already guilty of doing that on YouTube as well. So search traffic, that's how you're going to get some views, especially starting out. Because right now, getting started on YouTube, although it is still a wide ocean for you as a real estate agent, you still have to focus on being found, especially from the search traffic. So again, search traffic, that's number one. The second type of traffic, that's browse traffic. So this is when somebody logs into YouTube, and when they log into YouTube, you want your video to show up there. If your video is there, that's browse traffic. So people logging into YouTube, they never search for how to buy a house in Dallas. They never search your name. They don't know who you are, but all of a sudden they log into YouTube and they see your video there. That's where you want to be. So if somebody clicks there in your analytics, you're going to see, hey, this is from browse traffic. That's the second type of traffic. The third traffic, that's suggested traffic. Suggested traffic, that is incredible. That's an incredible position to be in. So suggested is whenever somebody is watching a video about a topic, you want your video to show up right next to it. So chances are right now, if you're watching this video on desktop, there's some suggested videos here on the left-hand side, or depending on the display that you have. Same thing on your mobile. Whenever you're watching a video on your mobile, you have the video right there, but at the bottom, there's going to be some other videos that are suggested. You're going to see them while the video is going, but you're also going to see them after the video is done. So after the video is done, it's going to say, hey, do you want to check out this other video? Or if you have the autoplay, it's going to automatically start the other video. So that is suggested. So you have search, browse, and suggested. You want all types of traffic. You want all eyeballs as possible. But if you had to prioritize it, which one would you rather have the most traffic from? It would be suggested. Because there, everybody, all the other creators in your space, they're effectively creating content that ultimately leads back to you. That's a phenomenal place to be in. So understanding where the views are coming from, understanding how the YouTube algorithm is going to push your content, that's super important. Now, when it comes to types of videos that you can create, you have options. You could do talking head videos. This is what you're seeing right here. This is just basically me doing a talking head video. You'll occasionally see some B-roll. You'll occasionally see some lower thirds. You'll occasionally see some other pattern interrupt, whether we're zooming in or zooming out. That's what talking head videos are. You also have on location videos. We as real estate agents need to start doing more on location videos because we have such a phenomenal opportunity. We have such a phenomenal product, which is a house. It's a very visual thing, right? So if we were selling stocks as an example, well, that's a very visual thing from a talking head perspective because we're just looking at charts. But here, since we're talking about real estate, well, let's show that kitchen, let's show that room, let's show that pool, let's show that view, right? So it's a very visual thing. However, with on location videos, the drawback there is you need to have a little bit more understanding of what you're doing, of your camera shots. Because if it's overexposed, if you're in the house and all the light is coming in through the windows, then you're just seeing light and everything else is blurry. So the on-location videos are phenomenal, but are going to require just a little bit of education, not too much, but just a little bit of education. So someone that I really recommend that you start following, his name is Trevor Jones. That YouTube channel is phenomenal. It'll help you understand as a real estate agent what you need to be doing to make better videos. That's a resource that I highly recommend. Trevor's a great friend, someone that does some phenomenal work with videography, with cinematography. I think those are probably the same words, whatever. He's incredible at that. He'll help you set you up from an audio perspective, from a visual perspective, from making better videos. He's helped me out tremendously. Now, the third type of video that I want to share is the animation video. Don't do this one. It's not really that valuable right now. Animation videos are basically you're narrating the entire story and it's coming to life from an animation perspective. So actual people, animations, think of like Pixar, if you will. Those take a lot more money to deploy. Those are not as effective in real estate. What is effective in real estate is still those voice-over videos, except with B-roll, with visuals, with not necessarily people living it out through animation, right? Hopefully that's making sense. But if you're looking at the type of content to make, we're talking head videos, we're talking on location. I don't suggest animation video. I do suggest voiceover videos where you're narrating and sharing the story while there's a bunch of B-roll going on at once, to where you don't even have to show your face. You just need to have a strong script that you're reading from, have a good story, keep people engaged, and you're just adding the visuals for entertainment. Now, those are all recorded videos. You can go live here on YouTube. The one thing here is if you're going to do live from a brand new channel, you're limited to doing live from the desktop. So that's the requirement there. Once you hit a certain amount of subscribers, then you can do live streams from your mobile. That's the only distinction. From day one, you can do live streams from your YouTube channel after you do that verification, of course, but you will have to do that live stream on a brand new channel via a desktop. It's not until you hit a certain amount of subscribers that you're going to be able to do live stream from your mobile. So these are the 4 types of videos that you can make. Just understand what type of video you want to make based off of your audience. Is your audience going to be better receiving the information through you doing a talking head video just like this? Or would it be better to illustrate that on location? What's going to be the best way for your user to actually consume the information? Now, as we mentioned earlier, you have everything you need right now, which is your phone. You have everything you need to create your YouTube video with your phone. That's it. However, we don't want to stay there. We just want to remove the friction. We just want to remove any limitations or walls that we're putting up with execution, with actually making that video. So that's why we're starting with the phone. But as we get going, as we get better creating a video, as we get better at storytelling, as we get better at editing, as we get better at everything, we do want to start leveling up. We don't want to stay in the same place when we started. Let me show you a little glimpse of my first video. Because you asked, I had to investigate. What books should all real estate agents read? Yes, very painful. We don't all start here. And I have a long way to go. I'm still not even close to where I want to take this YouTube channel. But again, it starts with starting somewhere. As you're leveling up though, here's the hierarchy. Improve your audio first, improve your lighting second, and then improve your video third. So with the audio right here, that's the important part. People will forgive you and overlook the bad blurriness or the just unfocused video itself. When it comes to audio, if it's too staticky, if it's just awful, if it's echoey, that becomes just a bad losing proposition, right? So improve your audio first. And there's several different ways to improve your audio. Again, I have to refer you back to Trevor Jones. He's just a monster when it comes to anything audio, lighting, video. He's a former Hollywood editor that absolutely knows his stuff. He just turned realtor. So he knows his stuff. He can help support you. So check out his content. He has videos on how to improve your audio, how to improve your video, how to improve your lighting. Take some cues from the experts, and that's the expert to go to. There's no one else that you need to look for there. So from the audio perspective, you can enhance it very simply through desk mics, through these more sophisticated mics. Again, I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to the technical component. Trevor's the one that helps me out with all of this. Same with this, same with the camera and all that stuff. So first audio, then your lighting. So you see the lighting is here. I don't claim to be an expert in this part of things. I'm more of the content person, but I consistently try to improve. So first audio, second lighting, and then third video. So the video, you don't have to spend $5,000 on a camera. This is a Sony A7. That one's about, when I bought it was $5,000. You don't have to spend that much. I started with, actually, they're back here. They're both M50s. So I started with these cameras, right? And they work just fine. They're both $600 a piece. So now I have paperweights, $1,200 worth of paperweights. There you go. So it doesn't have to start out expensive and doesn't need to end expensive. It just has to be improved, right? So audio, lighting, video. So let's just say you took me up on creating your first video and you upload it on YouTube. There's a huge celebration, but there's also a big frustration because it took you 6, 8, 12 hours to create. Your first videos are going to take longer. They just are. However, they don't have to take forever, because one of the biggest things that happens is once you upload your first video, you might be able to keep up with that next video to get it out before the next week, before the week after that, before whenever your schedule is, right? So if you're posting 1 a week, 2 a week, 3 a week, so our YouTube channel, the one that I mentioned to you earlier, the one that we've been seeing through this example, that's a 3 per week schedule. So we are publishing 3 videos a week. However, we're very effective with our team on how to actually create these videos. So we have everything in place. Our editors are phenomenal. Thank you so much. But you're not going to start there. So you need a system to actually propel you forward, to keep your video production going. So I want you to remember this and just think of it this way. B.O.S.R.E.D. B.O.S.R.E.D. So B.O.S.R.E.D, which stands for Brainstorm, Optimize, Script, Record, Edit, and Distribute. If you can remember that acronym, you are gonna be so effective at making videos. Back from 2019 to 2021, a little bit over 2 years, I was making 1 YouTube video per day, right? And I used this system, and some days I was ahead by weeks. As you saw in one of our channels right there, that DFW homeowner channel, this is November and we're December, January, we're 2 months ahead on video production with 3 videos per week. So let's break that down. Brainstorm, optimize, script, record it, and distribute. What happens during brainstorming? Brainstorming, that's a phase where we just dump in all of our ideas. We're just throwing in, this would be a good video to make. This would also be a good video. We're just brainstorming. So spend 5 minutes just brainstorming. What videos do you want to make? Because we're going to go in stages. We're going to go in phases, right? So we're going to go with throw up as many ideas as possible. Let's say you brought 20 ideas to the table, right? So that's brainstorming. You take a couple minutes to just brainstorm with the videos that you want to make. Next, you're going to move all of those ideas over to the optimize stage. So that's what the O stands for, optimize. At the optimize stage, we need to understand 3 different things. We need to understand, is there traffic, meaning is there demand? Is there people that are actively looking for this information that I want to cover? We need to understand what the thumbnail is going to look like. And we also need to know what the title is going to be. We need to have clarity for those 3 things at the optimize stage. So if we take all those 20 ideas that we brainstorm and bring them to the optimize stage, if there's no traffic, that video can't be made. If the thumbnail, if we can't just visualize the thumbnail, if we can't figure out what the thumbnail is going to look like, that video needs to be scrapped. If we are not able to title that video, if the content is just so ambiguous that we just really can't even find a title for that, then that video is scrapped. While you're brainstorming and then going over to optimize, at the optimize stage, that's where bad ideas go to die. So that's where those 20 ideas are going to be condensed down to 5. That 5 videos are going to be able to be produced there moving forward. Because the last thing you want to do is create those 20 videos that you brainstormed and spend hours upon hours and hours of time and money getting these videos out there only to find out that nobody's going to watch them, right? So that's why we have to do the work ahead of time. So we've brainstormed, we've optimized, and now we're going to take them over to scripting. With scripting, you can write out everything you want to say and use a teleprompter and read it, or you could do a bullet point system where you have notes right here. You look back and then you say what you need to say, or you could look down on your phone, or you could do it however you want. So as an example, I right here, I have a monitor over here, I have another monitor over here, and I have my laptop down here. So as far as this video is concerned, I'm just doing bullet points. After a certain section, I'll look over here and see where I'm at. So right now I'm actually in the B.O.S.R.E.D section, and I just have a little, it literally just says B.O.S.R.E.D, B-O-S-R-E-D. And now I come back and I'm speaking to you. So you can do it that way, right? So you don't have to do everything at once. If you screw up, that's okay. Right before I did the screen look over here to the B.O.S.R.E.D, I started coughing. So hopefully you didn't see that big of a difference. So let's do a rewind to when I just almost choked to death. After a certain section, right? So if we did our job correctly, you didn't notice that cut too obviously, or you didn't notice it too badly, right? So that's something that you can do with your videos. You don't have to get it right the first time. That's something we need to understand. Now we go to record. So remember, brainstorm, we optimize, now we're scripting. We can write everything out, or we can do bullet points. Now we record. That's the fun part, right? Now we're actually recording whatever it is that we thought about, we optimized, we scripted. Now we execute. You're the actor at this point. Then we go to editing. Editing is something that you can take on yourself if you want, or you could pay somebody to do the editing for you. If I was you, especially understanding the real estate landscape that we're in, outsource your editing. If you want us to do your editing, if you want us to do your optimizing, if you want us to do the scripting, if you want us to do everything, then check out the link down below. We actually do this for our real estate agents. So make sure that you have some professional do this for you to allow you to go faster, grow faster, and generate more business. At the end of the day, again, you can do this yourself. If you want to learn how to edit, awesome, great, do it. However, you as a real estate professional, I'd much rather you spend the 3 hours that it's going to take you to edit. I would much rather you spend that in prospecting. I would much rather you spend that in other opportunities, such as creating more videos, so then you can go a lot faster. Just understanding the landscape that we're in, just understanding the gold rush that we have in front of us right now as a real estate agent on YouTube, that would be my suggestion to you. You don't have to use us. I would encourage you to, because we're doing this for hundreds of agents. However, that's up to you. Now we get to distribute. So it distributes when we upload our videos on YouTube. That's what you saw there on that screen where I showed you where to go to upload your video. That's where you go out and distribute. So this is where you already have your thumbnail, you already have your title, you're going to add your description, and you're going to optimize it to the best of your ability. So it's understanding what's being searched, understanding the pulse of YouTube, understanding what the video landscape is like. So in the distribution space, this is where you upload your video and hope that you did your job from the brainstorming, optimized script, recorded, editing. I hope that you did those pieces right to where in the distribute part, you're actually going to start seeing some results. Now, as far as video structure is concerned, there's several ways that you can structure your video, but for all intents and purposes, you want to focus on those first 30 seconds, as mentioned earlier in the video. As you saw in the analytics, the first 30 seconds are very meaningful because YouTube is telling you directly, hey, this is how your video is performing after 30 seconds. So it's really highlighting those first 30 seconds for you. So it's something that we need to pay attention to. So one of the best ways to increase your retention is to have a hook, have something punchy, have something pretty direct at the beginning of the video so as to draw attention. So remember, when somebody is scrolling through YouTube and they see your video, they see your thumbnail first, then they're going to read the title and they're going to make the decision, hey, is this a video that I want to watch? Well, if the answer is yes, then they're going to click on that video. Once they click on that video, the first several seconds need to really grab their attention and validate their click, validate the reason that they clicked on that video. So as an example, if you're talking about how to buy a house and you titled it how to sell a house, going to the extreme polar opposites, then there's that incongruency. There's no congruency there. So making sure that you have that in place as far as the structure is very important. So you're going to have your hook, and then you're going to go straight into the meat and potatoes of it. You're going to get right into the video. At this point in time, there's no time for these sizzle reels. There's no time for you to waste the viewer's time because there's a lot of competition that's coming. So I want you to position your videos to last with time. Now, here's the thing. What's going to make the difference between you uploading 1,000 videos and seeing a couple of leads here and there versus uploading several videos and getting hundreds of leads is going to be your call to action. It's going to be, what are you going to offer your audience in exchange for their contact information? AKA, what offer do you have for them? What universal thing can you offer them so they can give you their contact information? As an example, if you're making a video that talks about the seller proceeds, well, why not offer a calculator, which could be a simple Excel calculator or a Google Sheets calculator that they can download in exchange for their contact information? Something that simple. If you're showing homes that are available for sale in a certain neighborhood, why not offer a list of homes, which is basically a safe search, so your viewers can actually take you up on that offer? So again, what are you offering to your viewers in exchange for the information? What's your call to action? Yes, we of course want to promote ourselves and say that we're in real estate. Here's my email, here's my contact, here's my whatever. But unless the viewer's in that state and ready to execute on a going and searching for homes or listing their home, they're not going to reach out to you at that point in time. With all of our videos, we actually want to offer something that will at any point in time be very enticing to the viewer so they can actually give us their contact information. So again, it comes back to that value proposition, that offer, that lead magnet. What can you offer them in exchange for their contact information? And one of the questions that comes up all of the time is, well, Jaime, how do I actually execute on that? How do I give them an Excel sheet that I promise? How do I give them that PDF that I promise? It's super simple. You can direct them to a Google form. Just about everybody has Google at this point. So you can create a simple Google form, which is free to do, and include that URL. So when somebody submits their information, you can then email them the PDF that you're offering. So that's one route. Google form. You can create landing pages. Many of you have some free landing page generators out there, so use them. You can direct traffic to that particular landing page. Once they submit their information, you can automate it to where you deliver the PDF. Very, very simple. Or you could just ask people to email you in exchange for that PDF or that Excel sheet or that whatever it is that you're offering. Right? So that's the technical component that's often overlooked. And I really appreciate you bringing up that question. Oftentimes it comes up. However, it's not that complicated. Just offer something of value, direct them to a Google form, direct them to a landing page, ask them to email you, or ask them to text you. Text calculator to ABCD, whatever. Well, not ABC, like your phone number, whether that's your cell phone or that's a office line that you use, whatever a system can actually receive text. There's a lot of automated systems out there that will allow you to automate the response back as well. So don't get too mire down on the technical component. That's the simple part. It's you getting the right offer in front of the people and getting your video in front of enough viewers so you can bring in that traffic. Now, when you're deciding on which videos do I need to make first, don't overcomplicate it. Do two things. One, address your entire workflow, and then two, address all of the questions that come up. So what does that mean? When you are addressing your workflow, I call these workflow videos. There are certain things that you communicate to your buyers and to your sellers and to you, whoever it is that you're working with. There's certain things that you communicate to them because that's your process. Right? So as an example, you're going to go through a buyer presentation. Why not make that buyer presentation via video and place it on YouTube? Once you're going to search for homes, there's a way that you communicate with your buyers to set that expectation. Hey, we're not going to go and look at every single home because that's going to be a waste of time. Make sure that you have these things defined for yourself so we can be a little bit more diligent with our home search. Whatever it is that you communicate to your buyers, why not make that video educating buyers, not just with your particular clients, but also you can place that on YouTube. So these are workflow videos. Again, you're effectively creating a video standard operating procedure, SOP, as they're commonly referred to. So you're educating not only the clients that you have in front of you, because you're going to send them that video, but you're also getting some additional clients to come work with you because you're making that video public. So again, these are workflow videos. You're sharing with people how to buy a house. You're sharing with people how to sell a house. You're detailing the difference between the option period and the earnest money. You're sharing with people what to do 10 days before they close. You're sharing with people what to do 10 days after you close. Whatever your process is, that's what you're documenting. That's what you're sharing in these videos. Now that, again, that's that first type of content that you're creating, those videos that document your workflow. The second types of videos to make immediately are you addressing the questions that are coming in your email inbox and in your text and in your DMs. You get those a lot. You get those from first-time home buyers to the 10th home, let's call them investors, from investors that are buying their 10th home. So you have these questions coming in from every which way. Why not make videos not only to respond to those questions, but also make videos that you can now put over here on YouTube? Because chances are, if you're getting the same question via past clients, current clients, via leads, via whomever it is texting you, whomever is emailing you, whoever is DMing you, they're asking you the same questions. Chances are that the general public wants that information as well. So why not make videos that actually address those questions? So again, if you're going to focus on any type of content, focus on those two types of content: the workflow videos that I mentioned earlier, and then also the videos that address the questions that you're being asked today. Now, when it comes to shorts, I highly encourage that you explore that option because shorts get a tremendous amount of reach. Same way that Facebook Reels, same way that Instagram Reels, same way that TikTok get these massive explosion of views. That's the same thing here on YouTube. So whatever you're posting on TikTok, whatever you're posting on Instagram, Facebook, you can come over here and post it on YouTube Shorts. One big thing though, make sure that it's less than 60 seconds. I know that TikTok has made things a little bit longer. I know that Instagram has as well. And at the time of this recording, YouTube has a 60-second limit. Pro tip, make sure that it's less than 59 seconds because YouTube will actually add a second to it. So if you just barely created a video that it's 60 seconds, YouTube's going to add another second. So then it stops being a short. So make sure that you are within the 60 seconds. So the rule of thumb for us is we have to make it less than 59 seconds. So we do not upload a video unless it's 59 seconds or shorter. So a quick reminder here on the YouTube Shorts front though, is vertical based, right? So YouTube as a platform is more horizontal, but here it's a vertical based platform. So YouTube Shorts are the equivalent to Facebook Reels, to Instagram Reels, and TikTok. So it's an opportunity for you to start growing your channel. Now more than ever, you need to be exploring this because it gives you access to a lot of other individuals that you at once never able to access. So YouTube is going to promote you very, very aggressively on the YouTube Shorts side rather than the YouTube organic side. For whatever reason. Right now, again, there's a big push to short form video, vertical based video, which is what YouTube Shorts is. So again, YouTube is some phenomenal platform that you as a real estate agent need to be leveraging today. It's absolutely time for you to take a hold of your YouTube channel and grow it in a massive way, because the more that you feed YouTube, the more YouTube is going to feed you and your family and your business. So it's a phenomenal platform that I highly encourage you to check out. It's an asset that you can now control, as opposed to having to pay Zillow all these thousands of dollars every single month to generate business. You can focus on an asset that you now control. And if you decide to stop uploading for a week or for 2 months or for whatever, YouTube continues to work. Unlike Zillow, the moment that you stop paying Zillow that check, well, that's the moment that you stop getting business. So we all recognize that. And as a special gift for you being here, let me know bonus in the comment section down below, and I want to invite you to check out our hub. So check out the link down below where we have a customized hub just for you that will allow you to create your own YouTube channel. It's going to help you do the research. It's going to help you organize your workflow. That workflow that we just talked about, B.O.S.R.E.D, B.O.S.R.E.D, it's in there. It's going to allow you to have a YouTube vehicle or YouTube creation hub where you can invite your editors, where you can invite your designers, where you can invite all your other agents that are working with you on your YouTube channel. You have everything in one place. So I want to give that as a gift to you for being here. So again, just comment bonus down below, and also check out the link where it'll have the access to the hub so you can check it out.